I figured I would take tonight to go over a small paranormal story. It happened around 2001, and it was a moonless night. And I was in a town called Lancaster, California. I was out in the middle of nowhere around I and 60th Street East. And what happened was I was in a van with a woman, and I could feel while I was inside the van with this woman that there was a presence outside of the van. It felt like it was inside the van and outside the van at the same time. That it was watching, listening, that it knew everything that was going on inside that van. And it felt like a predatory presence that I had never felt before. It made me feel afraid inside my chest. And the woman had no sense of anything that was going on. Ironically enough, about an hour had gone past, and then we heard a woman scream. Not a scream of terror or fright or shock, but like a roar, a fury sound. We went out to the desert road in the van, while the branches were scratching the sides of the van. In the headlights, we saw something that we didn't see when we had originally come there. And that was 7 dead sheep laying in the road. One of them had its stomach ripped open, and its intestines were hanging out, and its back legs were turned the other way, because its spine had been broken. I knelt down and I inspected the bodies. There were claw marks and bite marks on all of the sheep. They were still steaming with heat. Now, the reason that this thing attacked the sheep, obviously, was its feeding habit. And I don't know what it was because I never saw what it was. But it did so on a no moon night. And whatever it is, no one's ever recorded it or caught it on camera, because it only comes when there is no light in the desert, which makes perfect sense. Unfortunately, this is a true story. I have no idea what that thing was, but I looked to the right of me, and I could feel it looking at me while it was in the shadows of the dead trees in the desert, those twisted, gnarled juniper trees, and I could feel it smiling at me. I could feel it smiling at me. The girl that I had been with at the time threatened to leave me there if I didn't get into the car right away. I got into the car and we drove off. And I never saw that thing again. But I know that that was a monster that did that. It wasn't no bear. It wasn't no mountain lion. And it wasn't a pack of wolves that could kill 7 sheep before they could run off in different directions and separate from the group. Whatever that thing was, killed them in just a couple moments, for them all to be dead around each other in a circle like that. And that's terrifying. Take that what you will. I wonder if anyone else has had a similar experience.